Hello there, my friends. Today I want to make some buildings. I'm going to draw a picture of some buildings made of lines. Super duper simple. And I would love it if you do it with me. And what we're going to do after we draw the lines on our paper that are going to be our buildings is we're going to put some things on top of the lines to make a really funny scene on our paper. So you need a piece of paper, any paper that you want. Today I'm using a piece of construction paper and I have a black magic marker, but you can use a pencil or a pen or a crayon or a piece of chalk or anything that you want to use to write with. So I'm going to slant my screen down so that you can see what I'm doing while I draw so that you can do it with me. So let me turn my screen down so you can see my paper. There's my paper. I'm going to make lines. So let's see. I'm going to take my magic marker and I'm going to start on the bottom and I'm going to make a straight line going up. And let's see, I'm going to make this line really tall because I want this to be a tall building. And it's okay if your line's not perfectly straight. Now I want to make another line right next to this one. I'm going to leave a little bit of space. Maybe I'll put my fingers in between so I can see how much space I want. And I'll go on the other side of my fingers right here. And I'm going to go all the way up. And I'm going to go to match the other line that I drew. So I made this line first. Then I made the second line the same size, the same height. Now I'm going to draw a line across the top to make a really long rectangle shape. What do you think? Does that look like a tall building? It's kind of like a skyscraper, like a building you might see in a city. So now I want to make another building, but this time I think I want to make a building that's a little bit smaller than this one. So I'm going to make a line, but I'm not going to make it as tall as my first line. Maybe I'll stop right here. Now to make my building, I have to make another line, maybe 2 fingers apart, and I'm going to make it the same height. I want to make it just as long as the first line. So they look like they're about the same size. Here's my first line, here's my second line, and I'm going to connect them at the top by drawing a line across from one to the other. Now I want to make a third building. Here's my first building, here's my second building. Now I want to make my third building, but I'm going to make it smaller. So I'm going to draw a line, but I'm going to stop right there because I want that building to be smaller. This line's not very straight, is it? It's a little wavy, but that's okay. Now I'm going to make another line about 2 fingers apart so it can be the size of the buildings that I made before. And I'm going to draw my line the same size, the same height as the first line. Then I'm going to connect them by drawing a line across the top. So I have a tall building, a medium building, and a small building. Now here comes the fun part. I'm going to use some Cheerios to fill in my buildings. And I would love it if you did this too. If you don't have Cheerios, you can use any other kind of cereal that you want, like Fruit Loops or Apple Jacks or Rice Krispies. And if you don't have cereal to use, then you can use rocks, you can use sticks, you can use any kind of small objects that you want. You know what you could even do? You could do stickers. I just thought of that. That would be a really cool, fun project. You could get some stickers and fill your buildings with stickers instead. So today I'm going to use Cheerios and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take 1 Cheerio at a time and I'm going to fill up each building. So let's see, how many Cheerios across will my building take? Let's see, 1, 2, 3 across fills up my building. So I'm going to keep doing rows of 3. Here's another one, and another one, and another one. That's another row of 3. I'm going to keep making rows of 3 until I make this whole building filled up with Cheerios. And look, it almost looks like there are windows on my building, right? Here's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. Let's do another row of 3 Cheerios. There's another row. That's my 4th row. Here's my 5th row. Now I'm going to make my 6th row. And I think that this 6th row is going to fill up my building. Look at that. Now I have a full building of Cheerios. My smallest building is full. Now I want to count how many Cheerios I have in this building. How many Cheerios did it take to fill up this rectangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 Cheerios to fill up that building. That's pretty fun, right? So I'm going to do the same thing with my other 2 buildings. I'm going to fill up the medium building with Cheerios, and I'm going to fill up the tallest building with Cheerios, and I'm going to count each of them and see how many are in each building. And I think it would be really fun if you do the same thing. So you can fill it up with stickers, you can fill it up with any kind of cereal that you have at home, you can fill it up with rocks that you find from outside. You think of what you want to fill your buildings up with, and then I want you to count them and tell me about it. Tell me how many Cheerios filled up your buildings, or how many stickers filled up your buildings, or how many small sticks you were able to fit inside your buildings. But the most important thing is I want you to have fun. So share with me what you do, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.